50% tariffs? Overnight, half of India's exports to the US have been slammed with a jaw-dropping 50% duty. Diamonds, textiles, auto parts could vanish from US shelves. India called it unfair, unjustified, and unreasonable. The world is watching. Will this spark a consumer revolt or collapse exports? But stay with me because this clash of economies is just getting started. The tariff tsunami. Let's see what hit and when. April 2025, Trump reviews America First tariff, slapping 25% on Indian imports. And on August 6 to 7, a surprise strike. The tariff doubles to 50%, nearly half of India's US exports hit, with more penalties looming on August 27th. And let's see what's the India's reaction was. A furious rebuke, selective and unfair. Officials vowed to defend national interest. And trade talks still on, with the sixth round scheduled from August 25th. Let's see the dominated sectors risking billions and millions of jobs. Exports are at risk. Roughly 55 to 70% of Indian exports to the US are affected by this. Diamonds, 2 million workers depend on India's diamond export engine alone. Now, many fear lights out by Diwali. And textiles and gems, these are among the most exported sectors, which are vulnerable, vital, and volatile. Economic forecast is that GDP growth may dip 0.2 to 0.4 percentage points if the full 50% rate kicks in. Though exports are just 2% of GDP, some estimates say US-bound exports could drop up to 60%, risking nearly 1% of India's GDP. The political and social fury is also electric. From the Red Fort, Modi enters the fray with a fiery day independence speech, with a pitch called urging Made in India, jets, semiconductors, and space ambitions. The defense rhetoric is that Ranjit Singh throws a thinly veiled jab at Trump. Some boss is jealous of India's rise, maybe. And the next point was to boycott bus. Calls to ditch US brands amplify like McDonald's, Coke, Apple, Amazon, and all feel the fire types of the apps and the policies in the companies. But on the ground, sales so remain steady. And the global observers notice that the US-India bromance has gone really cold. Strategic alignment is fraying fast. The ripple effects on economy, markets, and diplomacy. Consumers in the US feel it too. Bay Area Indian restaurants and groceries raising prices on basmati rice, spices, and even lentils. Tariffs are biting into daily staples. Financial calm amid the storm is that rupee volatile low markets are steady. Traders aren't panicking ahead of the Trump-Putin-Alaska summit though. Credit is still strong. S&P upgrades India's rating to BBB, signaling resilience despite political shocks. But let's see what's next as a strategy, resilience, and repositioning. The trade diplomacy is that talks scheduled for late August with hope to salvage the relationship. Pause in arm deals? Of course, India reportedly paused US defense pronouncements but officially say it's just a political misheard. Economic planning? Think tanks like ICR, warn the US is too big to ignore. India must safeguard vulnerable sectors and reopen smart dialogue. Geopolitical recalibration is that India's multi-element strategy grows firmer, signals stronger ties with Russia, China, and others. You just witnessed the flashpoint of a global trade drama unfolding in real time. In a world bristling with shifting alliances, shadow traffics, and nationalistic moves, will bring you the truth, the context, and clarity. This is Ink Without Fear by Chandni for the Unmasked Indian, real, reliable, and raw. Stay with us for the biggest stories happening worldwide. Signing off. See you next time. Stay tuned.